building a better world with beer. Scientists are working hard to rid beer of its bothersome side effects, namely hangovers, addiction, beer bellies, decreased inhibitions, slurred words, and beer goggles. Once scientists are able to cure hangovers, our society will, at first, see a dramatic increase in workplace productivity, with employers providing incentives such as free beer, especially for salaried employees who don't mind working overtime. Some employees will never want to leave work. Not surprisingly, but nonetheless paradoxically, when alcohol's addictive qualities are removed by pharmaceutical countermeasures, people will respond by drinking more beer, even though the agony of the sweats and shakes, hallucinations and nightmares, and delirium tremens associated with alcohol withdrawal were never much of a concern for the typical beer drinker. The cure of such symptoms will nonetheless provide an incentive for people to drink more beer. Hangovers will no longer need to be cured by the hair of the dog that bit you, but that won't stop people from drinking a morning glass of beer. With new pharmaceuticals for banishing beer bellies, beer babies will become more common. Pharmaceutical companies will market the new product as Beer Belly Begone, and the exciting chemical innovation will usher in a new era of svelte, sexy beer drinkers who will look young in middle age because they stay slender by drinking beer. Slurred speech, stumbling around, and other side effects related to poor motor control caused by drinking too much beer will also be cured by science. Computer chips will be implanted in our brains, and drunk driving will be encouraged, since the brains of beer drinkers are malleable and more easily influenced by the subliminal suggestions that the computer chips will constantly whisper into the speech processing centers of the human brain. The computer chips will whisper things like,
"Love your God, love your country, obey the laws, buy XXX brand beer."
The only people who won't have computer chips embedded in their brains will be the world leaders, the mad scientists who invented the cures for the side effects of beer, the powerful beer barons, monks who brew beer, the billionaires and trillionaires, and various odd individuals, such as an attorney from New Jersey named Clyde. These people will mostly drink wine instead of beer. Civilization will stagnate. Technological advancement will cease. The bifurcation of society into two classes will usher in a new dark age, where normal everyday folk become beer-drinking robots, whose best thinking is done while drinking beer. Since it is when they are drinking beer that the brain-embedded computer chips will do most of their thinking for them. Beer's side effect of decreasing inhibitions will actually be promoted, since it will be in the best interest not only of the advertisers, but also of the wine-drinking overlords, that people delude themselves into thinking that they are content and happy. The wine drinkers will become increasingly distant and reserved, more snobbish and arrogant, inclined to segregate themselves from the beer-drinking commoners by living in gated communities where in common, everyday beer-drinking folk are allowed access only via the internet. Nevertheless, hope will not die from the very inhibition-decreasing powers of beer. There will emerge a new hope, the hope of each and every new generation, the hope that is the power of love and music. Boy will meet girl, man will take wife. New children will be born. The piano player will play. Music will fill the hall. And the lovers will dance. Not necessarily a tango. And love, music, and laughter will prove once again that for the human race, most everything goes better with beer.